check. So let's turn this there, and this way. Go right here. Look, it's only weight. Alright. Test so I can see if it sounds alright. Do I need to turn the mic up? Is it too loud? So, YouTube. Alright, come on here and then this way. Let's see what it sounds like. So it sounds like the music is too loud. But my voice isn't loud enough. So let's I guess I could do a boost. Add a boost or something. Let's see, what would that be? A filter. Add filter. Alright, so now we're just trying to raise it up. Raising up my gain. Raising it up. It's about 13.7. Alright. Let's go just a little bit louder. So that's about 15.9. Alright. Alright, so yeah, that's alright, you know. We'll just make it work there. Oh yeah, let me check the chat. See if it comes up, and then we'll get started. So I hit test. I don't see it, but I've been having problems with OBS, not OBS, but slobs. So I don't see it up on the screen, but. Alright, well that's good. I mean, you know, we got it. At least we have it, I can see it right here. So we'll do that. Normally I don't play with the pad, so let's unplug this. So right now I'm playing with the pad. I normally don't play with the pad, but we'll use it just for this, because I'm not really trying. I don't know. I mean, I can you know, turn my controller on. That way I can get used to, because eventually I am going to like play with Paul. Now I'm really using Paul now just for defense. Like that's really why I'm trying to learn him. It's mainly for defense. It's not to use him as a character, as like even a main. But one thing that I noticed with dealing with so here, let me click on this. All right, we're back. So one of the things that I noticed is that you know, all the really good Tekken players, like they can play. I think they can play Paul. You know, they can play a bunch of characters. But you know, I'm just trying to learn them and like really just do a real in-depth study. So I think you know, using this Tekken God Prime is gonna help me out. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what we got. I've already started working with him, you know. So as you guys, I wish I could see. Alright, I guess really it's just no way around. Just turn it down there, because I really don't care to hear. I just want to kind of see, make sure that it's alright. My preview isn't working. Let me click. So preview isn't working, but it'll be alright. So as you guys can see, we sidestep Paul right. So that means looking at the player one side, and you know, we'll just go there, but looking at the player one side, right will be down, coming towards us. So, and then left, is that right? Yeah, left is going up, going into the background. Left, right, left, right, left, right. And this is something that I really need to test that, because I don't, like, you know, I don't really know that, and I need to know it all the time, right? So right, left, 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 right, 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 left, right. So this is how we, for the most part, we sidestep Paul. Alright, so let's get down to it. We got the rage art is 20 frames and it's minus 22 on block. The rage drive is 12. So let's go ahead and look at that. Oh yeah, I have to set it to player rage. So let's do opponent. And that way we can make our opponent do the stuff. Here, repeat action 1 here. Alright, so it means we'll just, oh Lord, I can't do it using this controller. Because I have to install a button. I have to install a button on this, so we can we don't have to worry about it. If I use a regular pad, then I'll have, you know, this here, so I can activate it. I don't have it, so therefore I'm not able to activate. Wooshy wooshies. Alright, so anyway, we have the raised drive is actually a safe. It's safe. So, so what we can do. I'm trying to think. Player. We'll just turn out on to. Right. So. Right, so that is safe. And if we put them, if we put it on, what is it? Block, maybe. Guard all. No. All right, there we go. So. This is actually a safe, this is a safe move. So let's go to here and we'll, let's look. So I'm just waiting for it so that I can see when the, what it looks like on for you guys, right? Let's see, I wanted to, I guess I can just put the controller so that way I can make the computer, yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. So let's go there. We'll set this down, and then we will set it there. Alright. So now we have what? Maybe repeat action. Let's see. Nope. So it won't do it. We'll just have to there. Oh yeah, and then we'll have to set it to record. What the dog? Yeah, let's turn this mic off for a second. All right, so let's set this up. I'm going here. Yeah, I know your mom was telling me.
Mommy, look.
I'm streaming.
Mommy, no, you're not. Look at the friend.
Yes, I know what the dog looks like.
Please, mommy.
Alright, so let's go ahead and set this. No. Ow. Well. Yeah, so we'll do that. Alright. So here, let's see what we got. No. So on a jab, you can't just side it. You can't sidestep that. So yeah, I'm getting a sidestep, but I'm getting hit. So you can't sidestep. Yeah, let's see. Block it. Boom. So it's ultra punishable. But I know that already. Just looking at the rage drive. We want to do. I need to hold back, I guess, so that way I don't have to go into this full animation. Come on, it's just a Hadouken. So I guess maybe am I just moving to... There we go. That's what I wanted. Yep, just right there. I know what. Nah. Well, I guess I don't. I don't know what. So I guess the frames, like I'm activating this, I'm activating that motion too fast. So yeah, that's what's happening. I'm activating that too fast. So let's go to record. We should be fine. Start recording. There we go. All right. Let's see. All right. So yeah. So it's really bad on track. Okay, so it's I'm not really sure what screen. Okay, so we have that screen. We'll give it a green because you can't looking for my pins, and this is not one of them. Okay, here we go. There's some here. Alright. So, oh, there he is. Hey, what's up, man? I'm not really sure when I got these freaking messages, but hey, man, what's up, Esther Bam? I'm glad you was able to join, you know, and hopefully this wasn't a long time. So I'm going over Paul. I'm trying to go over his moves and just kind of really learn them so that I don't have to worry. So yeah, man, I can see your messages and stuff. So I'm glad. Because I wasn't even, you know, it's like no one's watching, and then boom, all of a sudden, you know, I see you. So yeah, man, I'm glad, and thanks for stopping by, man. I definitely appreciate you. So I'm looking at Paul, just really getting his moves down so that, you know, I can play. Really, I'm looking at him for defense. So looked at the rage art. The rage art is 20 frames and it's minus 22. Man, I wouldn't mind sharing it, but I don't know how to do that from my phone. So that's the only reason why I like the link, because I use all of this stuff. Like, I never really use my computer, so I you know, just do it all from my phone. So that's the only reason why I didn't share it in the Discord, or I would have, but you know, I'll figure it out. I'm sure it's easy because everybody, you know, they share it. You know, they be sharing their live stream. So I just got to figure it out. You know, so we got the rage art. After a jab, like, you can't. Only thing you can do. Oh man, thanks, man. I appreciate it, man. The only thing you can do after a jab on that rage art is block. You can't step his rage art. Now his rage drive is I'm gonna give it green. Like, I'm gonna mark it down as green. It is safe. Here it is. So his rage drive is safe, but it's it has no tracking at all. You can sidestep this left or right. So let's just put no tracking for notes, and so but we're gonna mark it green because like it's still, you know, at the speed is 12 frames. That means you can punish some of your opponent's moves with this rage drive. It is extremely fast, and it's +3 on block, and I believe it has pushback as well. So you know, so that rage drive, like, yeah, this is safe. I'm not really sure if you guys can see that, but you know, I can see it. Let's see. Yeah, man. Like, yeah, that move, man. His yeah, like that, yeah, man. But you know, because of the pushback, you know, you won't be able to, you know, get messed up anyway. Oh man, thanks, man. So I'm using Slobs. What is that? Streamlabs. So I guess I'm using Streamlabs, and I got my one cam up. So, you know, I got my little logo here in the center somewhere, and then I'm You know, so I'm glad. And how does it sound? Like, does it sound okay? Is it the music too loud? Am I too low? Right, I'm not centered with the mic. The mic is over here. So. So yeah. Let's see what else we got. Then we have his left right. Now this is -1 on block, right? So this is 10 frames, -1 on block. So that means whatever. Thanks. Oh, all right. So it sounds good. All right. Yes. Class, as we were saying, the 1-2 left-right combo is 10 frames. If you have your controllers, do it with me. 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. Yes, here we go. Let's go together. 1-2, 1-2. All right, here we can check to see. We can just put it on here. All right, 1-2. Yeah, I know, man. This would be crazy if you. All right, so as we can see, that let's see if we can sidewalk it. Yeah. All right, so you can't just regular sidestep this 1-2. This is not really trackable at all either. But you can sidewalk it, right? Now, Paul, we sidestep to the right, right? So. And we know that we can just, you know, duck, but if you sidestep and you make it the first one, you're gonna have to hold down and duck the second one, right? Now with my so let's see, left, so you always get hit. You can, so look at that. So if we sidewalk it left, you're still getting hit with that second punch, right? But I was able to, yeah. See, so yeah. So again, right, where we have to sidewalk him to the right. See, so all right. So, because it's -1, it's still a good move, right? It's still a good move. We're good there. But the next time it comes out, if it's 10 frames, when you do it the second time, it's going to be 11 frames, right? And you do it the next time, it's going to be 12 frames, right? Each time that the person blocks it, you know, you're losing a frame. So, you know, so by the third time it can be punished with the 12 frame punisher, right? Most people are not going to do that, but you know, they might do it 2 times. And then I'm not doing my if it hits, right? Most was going to be plus, right? So nope. Let's see the interval. Yeah, it's set to the shortest distance. So here, let's just go back to full screen. There's no need to, you know, for you guys to actually. Yeah, see, so after a good backdash, you can. So I wonder if you're close. There we go. So it's if you walk it right at the. So you can get it left. You can sidestep it left, but sidewalk. So we can sidewalk it. All in all, it's still a safe move because it's -1, so you can get another turn, just depending on what move you do. You can't get a bunch of moves off of this, right? And we sidestep it to the right, so I'll sidewalk. I need to keep track of the pin. Keep track of the pin, my friend. You know, you have so much stuff, it's easy to lose something, right? So I don't know. Here it is. It matches my keyboard. My keyboard keys are black, so it's easy to blend in. So so this one we'll put sidewalk, right? And we'll give it green. I mean, it's a safe move. Like, some moves are safer than others, right? But it's still a safe move. Yeah. Now, they had a couple tournaments this past weekend. I know one was the PAC East, right? So the PAC East, and then they had like a PAC. I think that $100,000 tournament in Dubai was a PAC event, but I'm not really sure. But in that event, let's see. So let's see here. So in that event, Joey Fury won the PAC East, right? He used Murdoch. Or is it Murdoch? Who knows? Tomato, potato. Oh yeah. That $100,000 one. Yeah, that was Friday, last Friday, and Chanel, the Korean Chanel won that one. The PAC East, the one that was in Boston, that was $10,000. So that one was $10,000, and it was a split. So the top 7 split that $10,000 pot, right? So they got $10,000. It was invitational only, so it was an invite, and so it was free, all expenses paid. Yeah, I think he used, who did he use? He used, the robot. Yeah, he used the robot chick, and yeah, he beat. No. Did he win? No, he didn't. I think Q Dance. Yeah, Q Dance won. What threw me off is that Chanel, he beat Arslan. That's who he beat. He beat Arslan Ash, which is he's a terror right now. He's killing, dominating, the Korean killer. Japan Evo Japan. I mean, he went through everybody, right? He destroyed Knee. Like, he's been destroying Knee since they first played. So yeah. So but he didn't win. Q Dance beat him. Q-Dance beat him. So, and I want to say that so it was $100,000, but the number one took $60,000, and they split. I guess they split $40,000 amongst the top 7 or 8. So I mean, that's cool. Splitting 40 racks. But yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. Like, that just. I feel like Arslan was sleeping. He was definitely, Arslan was sleeping on just the whole tournament. You feel me? Like, he was really feeling himself, because he picked Geese first, right? And then after he lost with Geese, then he picked, Kazumi. But if he was really, like, he really should have took the tournament serious. So then that way he would have picked Kazumi first, whatever adjustments he had to make after that first loss, he would have made the proper adjustments and then switched it. And then he would have switched for the second time, made the proper adjustments, and then took it. But yeah, he was too relaxed. He was feeling himself, and look, man, you can't be like that in tournament. You gotta be ready. You gotta give him 110. You gotta be a savage. So he picked Geese. His Geese got demolished, and then Kazumi, you're already behind because you lost one. You only got one to win, but you're not really even warmed up, with Kazumi, even if you've been using her. You know what I mean? So, yeah. He deserved that loss, but yeah. So, yeah, Chanel. That's why I thought. But yeah, Q-Dance was in losers, and came all the way back. But that Eliza, or what is it? Eliza. He was definitely good. He was good with her. The chainsaws, just using the chainsaws and faking with it as well. Like he would go into like as if he was gonna use the chainsaws, and then he would put them right back up. So yeah. I mean, it was definitely a good match, and it was a lot to learn from watching her. Eliza. Get ready for the next challenge. But yeah. Q-Dance came through in the clutch. How can you not love Q-Dance, right? I mean, he's the man. Q-Dance is the man's. Right? I mean, he's definitely legit. So, you gotta love him. He brought it back from losers to win the whole thing, and then I think he even got like a premature celebration. Like he had one more. Like Chanel beat him 2 times, like 2 sets, and so this was after he reset the bracket. So Chanel goes up. And then he wins. Q-Dance wins 1, I think. And so then he wins. Yeah. So he wins. When he wins the second one, he just gets up and he starts celebrating. And they told him like, "Look, man, it's still the match is still on." He's like, "Wait, what? What?" Like, yeah, man, it ain't over. Like he already got 2 on you, man. How you think you gonna get 2? And now it's over. Like, come on, man. So I at that moment, I was kind of scared. Like I was like, oh man, he about to lose. Just because if it's like you bussing too early, right? So how you gonna bring it back? Yeah, like how you going to get back into the driver's seat and go right back into kill mode. So I thought he lost his momentum because he was celebrating. I mean, he just got like, ah! It was like, whoa, buddy, calm down. Like, look, man, he already beat you 2 times, so you just beat him just the second time, right? So, yeah, man, yeah. He was like, oh! He lost it. He couldn't hold it, And they was like, hold up, buddy. Eliza's she's still watching. She's still ready for you, Look, so he got back, but he got back in the driver's seat, and he won that last one convincingly. Like it wasn't even as if he lost anything. He was just in there. So I think that really was Arslan's tournament to win. He dropped the ball. Pick up from Pac East is that Joey Fury was using, like I said, Marduk and the tackle. Man, he utilized the tackle like nobody was ready for that tackle. Like he used that tackle and just the mix-ups, and they were not ready. Like they were not breaking it. It was so in the grand finals it was him and Little Majin, which I can't say that I was sleeping on Little Majin, but I guess I was sleeping on Little Majin because I really didn't expect him to be as good like, I mean, I just, I knew he was good, but I was sleeping on him. So Lil Majin, I'm sorry. When we meet in tournament, like, I'll definitely be ready for you. So Majin was a beast, and he was able to adjust a little bit, but the adjustment that he really needed, he just wasn't really able to. He just wasn't ready for Joey Fury's Marduk, and that tackle proved to be the winning factor, right? He demolished everybody with that. Highlights is the big homie Spirojin. He was beasting on Anakin, but then he dropped the ball early, and was really never able to bring back that momentum. Then he went up against Speed Kicks. Speed Kicks was using Jin. Like, Speed Kicks, I felt like he was just trying to be like Nee. And it's like, yo, man, first you got to beast with your character, before you start, counter picking, and like, come on, man. Like, that was just disrespect, right? So he going in there fighting, like, he fought Majin with Jin, and he fought him with somebody else, I don't know, but he lost. And then he played Spirojin, and then Speed Kicks fought him with Jin, and then he used Harawang, and he was getting it in. So he took that and moved on. Cuddle Core, she fought Joey Fury. So like I said, I mean, if you fought Joey Fury in that tournament, like, you got the upset of your life. Joey Fury having the time of his life, and he never felt this way before. So it was just crazy. All right. Anyway, what do we got? We got the reverse PDK combo, 1-4. This one is 11 frames, so this, you don't do it after you on block, like after they block that, like, it's their turn. So after that move, you use that move, like, that's it. You need to block or backdash, or just depending on, you can sidestep or whatever you need to do, right? So that's that. Let's see, what are we gonna give this reverse PDK? But all in all, like, that was a good tournament. Let's go with red. Just minus 11. I mean, that would just put your jab, and I believe you're in crouch. Yeah, so you're in crouch. So your fastest one would be that. But it is a 10 frame. It is 10 frame. Let's see if it's hit confirmable. I mean, not hit confirm. Yeah. Yeah. So if you get hit with the first one, you get hit with the second. And yeah, so it's guaranteed, right? On 10 frame, that's what. And we're in rage, so let's turn that off. Let's turn off the rage. Let's turn my rage off, since we don't see his so 15 for 10 frame. What else? This is 10 frames as well. Let's see if that is let's see if that move is 2, 4. Nope. So you get hit, still, So nah, it's not. So we're trying to just look at this. This is what? So that's 15. That's 19. So there's really no real need if you're using your Punisher. A 10 frame Punisher looks like it's best. Let's see with this one. And I'm sure that's not guaranteed either. I'm sure that's not guaranteed. It just looks slow. So let's see, you can hit. Yep, it is. So yeah, that, oh, so this might be the best 10 frame. So, alright. It looks like it might be his best. So right now we got 21, and that is guaranteed if the first one hits. So let's see what else he has. He said that's not hit confirmable. So this looks like his best 10 frame is here. So you get 21. Right? So 21, that means what? You hit a person 10 times with this, right? So if you punish 8 moves, you'll kill a person with this. Just doing that. Just you punish 8 moves, they do. It matches yours. Right? So yeah, that's his best. That's his best 10 frame Punisher, actually. Right? 8 moves and they're done. So I think I'm gonna get some stickers or something that I can use to kind of highlight that. So it's not safe in the sense that it's -12 on block, but just using it as a Punisher. Using it as a Punisher, like you're going to be in the building every time. So I think I'm gonna add this to my repertoire of moves. So I'm gonna give this a sticker. It's definitely not a move that you're just gonna do random. You're just not gonna throw this out. Yeah, man. I mean, like, this is really, like, you know, it's crazy, but yeah, for a 10 frame, which I think most people punish 10 frames are probably what? Well, I mean, even that, you know, but still, I mean, so I guess all of them are that. But I know my character, like Eddie, his 10 frame Punisher, and then, you know, still it's high, but like I said, I mean, if you're using it correctly, just as a Punisher, like, you're gonna be, you know, you're in the building, right? Maybe some other time this week I can take them online and see. I don't know if I want to learn combos. I guess why not? Like, you know, you just gotta jump all the way in. I was wanting to train, you know, for a little bit. I think this is good. I think, you know, just as a first day, about an hour is good for now, and then, you know, as we get more and more into it, then we can start adding more and more time. Or if I do it earlier, you know, maybe I can get 2 hours or something like that. But I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to record this I know that this one is I forgot, did we say that that one was guaranteed? Let's see. Yeah, so it is guaranteed, but it's just not. That's just not. You just don't get that much damage off of it, right? And you have to really practice to make sure that you can hit it. You know, every single time. You don't want to just be tossing out that move, because it's very what do they call it? Like. When it's recognizable, you can reactable, I guess. So it's react. I can't even think of the word that they use, but all in all, it means that you can see it and react to it. And it's one of those moves that yeah, you'll be able to react to that. Like if I if I do that, you know, I'm getting punished. You know, a player like Esteban is he's gonna be able to see that. You know, so. So yeah, he's gonna be able to see that, and he's gonna punish you for that. So yeah, it's definitely a move you don't want to just throw out. And then, like I said, when it just comes to just punishing, so I'm gonna give it red. I'm gonna give it a red. Oh yeah, let me check and see what is it like on. What's the tracking like? So before we it looks pretty good. Just let's see. Yeah. I think it's slow. I think for a mix-up, maybe you can use, because you're gonna be able to react to it. Reactable, I think that's what they call it. And you can like yeah, you can. So you can sidewalk it right. So yeah, you can sidewalk it right. You can't sidestep it. Ooh, let's see, can you interrupt it? Yeah, and it's interruptible. So, fuzzy guard it. Let's see. There we go. So yeah. So if your character has a if your character has a like a all, I think everybody has a wild frame, a wild standing launcher. So oh yeah, every move, well, I can't say that every move has a use, but you know, you'll be able to, you know, like people who don't know and haven't studied the character, yeah, you'll be able to get it off on them. But you try this, you know, at the PAC East, you know, you try this against a Korean, and they're gonna demolish you. You know, like they're gonna demolish you. Like there's no question about it. If you know, if you pull this move out at any time against, you know, Lil Majin or Joey Fury or Spirogen or Fighting GM or any of those guys, like you're gonna get punished for it every time. Like there's not one time that you're not gonna get punished for it. You know, but you know, I think a lot of the moves, it's kind of like, and my friend, he was talking about moves like kind of like Chinese food, right? So, like the Chinese food that they prepare for Americans is not the Chinese food that they prepare for their family. Like, you know, they like really trying to cook and just make a big feast for their family. But they're not getting, you know, they're not getting the same stuff that we're getting, right? And Chinese food in general, they Americanized it by adding a lot of sugar, you know, and MSG to it, right? So it's for like, yo, you know, Americans, this is what they want. And it's actually a guy. It's actually a guy who is accredited for like the Chinese food revolution. And I want to say maybe it started in California. I'm not really sure on that, but I mean, I did hear this story from a reputable source. And the guy, he added a lot of sugar, right? Because at first they had traditional Chinese food as, you know, they were eating it in, you know, in different Asian countries, right? And it wasn't a hit, right? It wasn't really America. Then they wasn't taken to it. So like I said, some guy added some sugar, and it took off, right, to what we know it as today. And I bring that story up because a lot of these moves are like that. It's like, you know, America, you know, in other cultures, other countries, they like this, you know, flashiness and all of this, you know, stuff. We just adding all of that, but really, when you get down to the basics, if you watch high level play, you're only gonna see maybe 4 to 5 moves, right? 7 moves tops. Oh yeah, man. I really try so that this way we can get to that high level, right? So we can get to a Korean level, right? Like that's my goal is for America as a whole can reach that type of level, right? So for them, right, like, and not just the Koreans, because they embrace the game for its culture, but Harada, I believe he's from Japan, right? So, and technically, like Japan and Korea, they don't really get along. Like I want to say for the longest time that PlayStation didn't even sell well in Korea, because like the Japanese and the Koreans don't get along. Well, the Japanese are really racist in the sense of you know, like elitist, right? That's why they even sided with Germany, you know, during World War II, right? They have that same type of mentality, where, you know, they feel like they are the pure race, and you know, so they're like kind of racist. They're like even more racist than America, right? Which I can't even say like they're even more racist than white people, because there's only like a few. There's only like some white people, right? But I think every race has a little bit of you know, a little bit of racism. Like, I want to say not even racism, but bias, right? So every race is a little bias towards itself, right? So like, you know, black race is going to be biased, and we're going to see things through the black perspective and kind of always twist things so that, you know, black America and the black, yeah, I really got to say black American, because, you know, we really don't get along with everybody, you know. Like, you know, other, like, what is it? Some Spanish places, they have black people, but they like, nah, I'm not black, right? So, but every race, you know, has its bias, and you know, you got so white people are biased towards whites, blacks are biased towards blacks, and I can't even say Mexican, because it's really American. It's really just this whole continent, right? The indigenous people of this continent, right? They are, they're, you know, they're biased towards themselves, right? But the Japanese I say all of that because the Japanese is, you know, like they are really intense with the, you know, like you said, oh yeah, master race, complex, you know, but yeah, but Korea really embraced, my whole thing was that Korea really embraced this game as a culture. Like this is, you know, those guys are superstars. They're legends. They have Tekken TV shows like on national, just their regular TV. Everybody knows Tekken in Korea, even if they don't play it. You know, like yo, and so if you become like a legend in it, you know, you're a celebrity in Korea. And when Tommy Hilfiger beat like some Korean, which, you know, that's disrespect. I should know that Korean's name, but when he beat that Korean, it was like a huge event, and like everybody over in Korea, they was like let down, you know, and like the Korean philosophy, Tekken philosophy, actually like went into a incubation, and they just like boom, went hard. They went really hard in Tekken after he lost to Tommy Hilfiger. You know, it was like a disgrace. Like he let down the whole country. Like they were really upset, and that's why they are. You know, they've always been really good, but in Tekken, you know, not in like Street Fighter, right? But they went hard. Like right now, like we see them as like really super monsters. Now, like they're the best up until Arslan. So, all in all, who knows where I was going with that? Who knows where I was going with that tangent? But I feel like this was a good session. It's an hour, you know, and I'll just kind of try to stick around for that and just keep building. I'm still gonna keep working out of here. I think we learned that this is, you can't sidestep it, right? Let's see. Let's do a little bit of testing before we get out of here. So yeah. Let's do that. Wrong. Alright, here we go. Yes, that's just like me, you know, just when it counts, you just jacking it all up. Alright. And wow, we just go there. Alright. We're gonna get it. There we go. Alright. Now the reason why I use this jab first before I lead into it is because a jab leaves you plus, actually. You usually +1 after a regular standing jab. So that's why I do that. So the next time when it comes out, you know, if the move follows after it, is actually plus. So yeah. So, you know, we can sidewalk it. You can't go left. You can't sidewalk it left. But you can sidewalk it right. Alright. So you can do it right. Let's see, can you just sidestep? Nope. Left. You can backdash, so you can do a Korean backdash then. So, yeah. So we can backdash it. You can backdash it, right? You can sidewalk right and get a full combo actually. You know, if you can anticipate it or whatever. But you're in the back, so you need to know the back turn combo. Every character has one. So, here, let's go ahead, we'll write it in. The sidewalk right again. Alright, so we got sidewalk right. And I'm gonna give it red, but you know, I agree with you, Esteban, that you know the move, it does have a purpose. It's not like, it's not a bad move, but I'm just highlighting it red. Like after you do this, after you do that move, you can't attack after that. You know, so that's why I'm highlighting it red. It's just to let me know, you know, don't attack. Don't attack after that, you know. So after that move, don't attack. This one is jab sweep. Again, is another move that we don't want to attack after. But you know, I would like when cause let's say that I start using Paul in actually ranked matches in about 2 to 3 days, right? So I'm definitely going to use that. I'm going to use that, but we don't want, like, if you just throw that move out, you know, like this is one of those moves that you know, like you were saying, like every move has its purpose, right? Every move has its use. There's a use for it, right? And this move, I would say, you know, is for punishing only. Like, you know, I wouldn't just throw it out, right? It would be this was going to be my go-to 10 frame, right? So but so with that in mind, I know that don't use it at, like, don't try to swing after it, right? Because it's going to leave you in crouch and you're what, 12 frames in the hole, right? So even your fastest move, a jab, or your fastest while standing is 4. While standing 4 is 11 frames, right? So then that'll put you at what, 23. That means that, you know, after you do, so after you do this, let's see, that's 20, that's 24, 23 frames to you know, come out. So yeah, that's 24 frames when it's normally 11, right? So I would know, don't attack after that, right? Let's see. Let's make the computer do it and see. Well, yeah, we'll record. Let's see. There we go. Let's see what we got. So again, we can you can sidewalk right. You can kind of sidewalk left a little bit. You really can't get that last one, but let's see if you can low parry it after you walk. Yeah, so you can, but that's gonna be tough. Let's see what else. I'm sure you can interrupt it. So let's see if you get hit. Nope. Yeah, because it is guaranteed. So, let's see. Let's see after we block the second one. Nope. Usually your fastest jab is going to be a 2 jab, but let's see. I know Law's fastest is 2. So nah, you can't interrupt it. No, but you can side. You can sidewalk it. Let's see if you can back dash. Yeah, so you can back dash it. Yeah, whiff. I mean, then yeah, whiff punish. So yeah. So sidewalk right, which again, you know, so I'm putting that down, which we know, just from here to sidestep Paul to the right. But so far, we have to, you can't even sidestep, but you have to sidewalk, which Eddie doesn't have a good sidewalk. So the best thing that I can do is do a sidestep cancel, which is, you know, it's going to take work, but it can be done. You know, the easy thing is to say like, yeah, it can't be done, but it can. So I walk right, and we're gonna actually, we're gonna make this one blue, because this is gonna be my go-to. Yeah, Lay's 2 jab seems faster than his 1, which is weird to me, because in real life it seems like lead hand is faster. Yeah. Yeah, no, that really does make sense. So let's see. And this I really need to figure. I really need to see. So 1 is your left. Yeah, you know. Hey, it's not perfect. Right? Like it's yeah, but that really that makes a lot of sense, actually. That it really should be that way, that their lead hand, you know, and it's like they really should have thought about that, you know. But the thing, like I said, Law's 2 is faster than his 1, but his 2 is 0 on block. I want to say that the 1 is +1. That just a regular standing jab is +1 on block. And I have all of the frames up on TekkenGodPrime.com. I'll probably, you know, show that at another time, but I'm gonna make this one blue. Make it blue so that I know that, look, this is one of my go-to moves. Let's see, with blue and green, what color does that make? I could ask my wife, she knows, she's an artist. Let's see. Drop the controller. Okay, I'm about to shut down, and I'll bring you up some. So let's see. Yeah, man, show that website when you get a chance. Saw the link below. Yeah. She's an artist. She can draw, and you know, I should try to sell some of her artwork. But let's see. It just looks green, so let's just put it in there. That way, put some traces of green. But I know that blue is going to represent my go-to. That's going to be like, all right, this is my, you know, this is my move. Because the main thing is, like, you know, you see people who have these videos up, and it'll be, they tell you, like, you know, XYZ's, like, so they would have told you his Paul's 10 frame Punisher, right? So out of 3, so let's see, he has 4, right? This one is not guaranteed, that second one, so if you get hit, you can duck it, you know, you can duck that and punish him, which, you know, high level Tekken players are going to do that, you know. So so they're going to give you 1 10 frame, right? And they might give you this one, this 2 down 3, right? They might give you that one, but they might not. Like, I don't know which one they give you. I would think that they would give you that one. but for me, you know, this is gonna be my go-to. So, you know, it's like just trying to show people using the frames. This is how they come up with this information, right? And then this one, this 2 roundhouse. I want to say that is, I mean, 1, yeah, 2, 3. It looks like it's not. Let's see if it's. I don't think it would be steppable, but let's try it anyway. Let's see, can we do a 1, 2, 3? Nah, it goes into its 10 strings. So we have to go right into that. Alright. So we can block it. We can, you know, fuzzy guard and punish. Let's see if we can just go down. Yeah, so you can even go down. The regular down command is not as fast as 1, right? So this move is really slow. I wonder if you can just interrupt it. No, you can't. Nope. You can't interrupt that. So nah, you can't interrupt it. Alright, let's see if you can side. Yep, side right, side walk right, Paul. So let's see. You can't go left. Let's see if you can sidestep, and then yeah, so sidestep, duck, and then it's hard though. You gotta be like perfect to get a sidestep left, right, and then right. But right, you can go. Boom, sidewalk it right. Let's see if you can. You can't backdash. Nope, you can't backdash. So you can just side right. Let's see how far here at the tip. So yeah, you can't. So that's really all you got. Again, side walk right. I guess I can just do SWR. SWR, and it's tough because if they're conditioned to, if you're just throwing it out, right? If you're just throwing out these to maybe warm them up or whatever, it's -12, so it's 10 frame. If they block it, you get 12. So for me, it's gonna be like one of those moves that I don't use. And it's one of those moves where, like, yeah, I wouldn't use this move, you know, because I'm not gonna use it as a 10 frame punisher, because the second hit is not guaranteed. So yeah, this is on my do not use. So that's that. We got the first one. The first page knocked out. Let's see. Got a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So about eight moves. Here is the Tekken God Prime high quality edition. You get spiral spine, so this way you can just, you know, lay it down, and it's all in color, you know, so it's in color. You're ready to rock and roll. Booyah. This is Lee, so eventually we'll get to Lee, but this is the high quality edition. This one that I'm using here for the stream, this one is actually from Amazon, and you know, you're gonna get the same information. Only thing is you and I really like this cover, actually, like just the material, like this matted material. I really like it. I really like the matted material. And it's just not in color, and the spine is, as you can see, it's not spiral, but that's not a problem. I mean, you know, I just made that other one just for people who feel like, you know, like, look, you want that high quality one, you know, you're gonna go with that edition. Yeah. So there's a book for each character, and the reason why I did it like that, for like just being a workbook, you know, you really have to focus on one character at a time, right? Like right now, like us going through Paul, you know, like it's a lot of information that we have to do. We have to go over all his moves. So so here we just doing a quick overview, so you know, like, you know what it is. So it's just the whole command, but you fill it out, right? So like if we look, I'm not really sure. I can zoom in. I'll zoom in. Are you taking the ice cream out? No, I'm alright. I had some chocolate earlier. So, but I don't want you to just eat ice cream by yourself. Get me out some chocolate. Alright, so here you fill it in, right? Because like the whole idea is like those strategy guides. Because look, guys, I'm on my strategy guides, okay? Like like here is the Tekken 6 strategy guide. I have Tekken Tag 2 strategy guide. I got 3 Tekken 3 strategy guides. So like, you know, like I'm not, you know, away from Tekken, like from strategy guides, right? But the problem of a strategy guide, it's like a dictionary, right? It has all of these moves in it, right? It has all of these words, but they don't have any meaning, right? And then when you're going through them, you're not really obtaining, and you're not really just retaining all of the information. So that's why I went with here, let's back it up so we can, you know, you know, it's not blurred. Right? But I'm sure I could have like did a focus check or something. Right? But all in all, like the whole idea is that you know, you want to be able to retain all of this information, right? So like right now, I know that okay, his rage drive is really fast. It's plus frames. Like even if I don't know exactly that it's +3, right, on block, it pushes you back. So you know you're safe. But if you're at the wall, you're at the wall, like, yo, it's a 50-50 mix-up coming. You might get hit low, and especially if he has like the what's that, fast low? Is it down 3? So down 3 is, it's probably not, you know, because most lows they're not gonna give you crazy. So that's 15. So 15. So down 3 is 15. So it'll be 12, right? So it's gonna be 12 frames. Like if you're at the wall, and you know, so they do that move. So if you're, you know, it's usually at crunch time. So if you're at the wall and he does that rage drive, he's +3. He's in range to hit you, right? So that 50-50 mix up is coming. So you might get hit with this. You might just get hit with the down one. You know, you could even get hit with the what's that? Nah, not that one. Yeah, that you know, look, man, these Paul players, you know they love that. So you might get hit with that 2 times, right? What is that? Is that Demolition Man? And as you can see, like my Hadoukens are not as crispy as they used to be. So Phoenix Smasher. So you know, Phoenix Smasher is -16, but it's 13. So look, so that's 13. Just think about that. Jeez Louise. That means that it's 10 frames. So like if they hit you, if you're in the corner, right, you're against the wall, and they do the rage drive, right? Most people in the clutch, you know that most people are going to be on alert and on lookout for this, which is going to be 15, so put you at about 12, right? But this, that's going to be 10 frames now. Like, yeah, you're done, you know? Like, you're done. Especially against the wall, you get hit with that, you're going to get wall splashed, and they're going to be able to hit you with a like, even if you're not even done, you're done, right? So we know that, right? We know there's 4 10-frame punishers, and we know that that is the best one, right? So you know, so we're definitely in the building. So that's the whole idea, right? For making it a workbook, to make you, the player, you got to go through all of this information. And like I said, the information, like all of the frames, it's up on TekkenGodPrime.com. You click on the move list, and then it takes you to all of the frames. So like, I only have 2 books up right now. I'm getting the rest of the characters, so it'll be up. I'm about to finish Kazuya now. So Kazuya, and then how else do they say it? Kazuya. Yeah. I'm not sure which one I like the best. I like Kazuya. Kazuya. I really like that. Kazuya. Yeah, I like that. But you know, me and my friends, we just say Kazuya, right? But he's next, and you know, that's the whole purpose. So you have the regular moves, right? So you have, and then you go and you fill in what is it on block. Then you do on hit, but like right now I'm just doing on block. Yeah, man. I've been, you know, working, and then like I'll get up at 5 or 4, and then, you know, work on Kazuya. You know, work on him, and then and you know, so forth. So we got that. So you do the regular move list, right? Then you get your 10 strings here. Let's see. So yeah, you can see it. Just want to make sure you guys can see the 10 strings here. You mark so that you know where the low is. This way you know when the low parry, right? So his 10 string is 8. So the first one is 8. His second 10 string is 5 and 9. Oh yeah, man. You know, just trying to just really just give value. You know what I mean? Just like really just help people like really become really good at the game, because I feel like we're just behind. You know, I feel like we're really behind. So, you know, hopefully this can help somebody. It's definitely helping me because you know, like I said, we're gonna take Paul online in a little bit and see, and just, you know, really like put it to work, you know. So, and then we have the throws. We got, you know, so you got your basic. Tekken 7 is simplified the throws, right? So some of the throws is just going to be 1. So like all of this is going to be 1, and then once you get here, it's going to be 1, but this is going to be 2, and so forth, right? Here, one of these is unbreakable. right? So you got your throws, so you know your breaks, you know how to break all your throws, and then you have notes, whatever. Like, let's say there's something that I didn't add, you know, I didn't add it in, so you know you can put that in yourself, right? So I give you like 5 pages, and then I go in and I show you all of his standing punishable moves so that you don't have to go in and see it yourself. So you know, like, okay, this one is like the jab roundhouse. You can duck it, right? You can duck, or you can actually punish it with a, I want to say it's a 12 frame punisher. Look, right? By the time I get there, you know, it'll be in my brain. So yeah, 12, yep, so I was right. So it's a 12 frame punisher. So here, boom, 12 frames. You just go through all the moves, right? It's already there, like I said, but by this time you know what it is. So like, I know that this is 1-4, right? Or is it 2-4? Yeah. No. Yeah, so 2-3 for the for that jab roundhouse. By this time you'll know all of this, right? And you have here, let's see. So you have on block, so you have the move, right? Let's set it so that you can see. Okay, so here we can see a little bit anyway. So you put the frame, whatever the frame is, on block, and then, alright, I'm about to wrap. Okay, well, thank you. And then you have your main character, how they punish it, right? So me, my 12 frame punisher is 1+2, right? So I would put 1+2, and my secondary is law, you know, which I haven't played them in a long time, but you know, I would put, you know, whatever his punisher, or like, since I'm learning Paul, right, I would put his 12 frame punisher, you know, put Paul in there, or I could put it there. So I could put Eddie, Law, and then Paul, put there how they punish the move, right? And then here I already know that I can sidewalk, right? I can add whatever other notes that I want, right? So that's the whole idea. So you have all of your standing punishable moves, and then so that's already done. That's taken care of for you. And you know, anything else that you want to add, you know, whatever you want to add there. And then you have your high strings, so that you know when to duck, right? Like, that's the whole idea. You need to know when to duck, so, or what moves put you. Yeah. This is what moves, to duck, right? Or what moves you can push and all of that stuff. Yeah, man. You know, just trying to make, you know, just something that I can use, right? So if I can use it, then I know somebody else can use it, you know. So, but yeah, because you know how they do, like season 1, season 2 came, a lot of things changed. So in the notes, right, you can write that down. So if this product would have been out during launch, season 2 dropped, frames, a lot of the information changed on some of the moves. Now you can write it in, you can fill it in on notes. And the next, like if they do you know, season 3 and they change the frames, or they do a patch and change the frames, you can put it in the notes. You can write it below, or you can write it in the notes section, right? So that's the whole idea for that. Then you got your high strings. Okay, we know that this is high, right? This 2, 2, 3. Yeah, so 2, 3 is high, so you write high, and that way you can even, you know, whatever you need to write, but I would know to duck, right? High, anything that's high I can duck, right? So that's the whole idea. And then, you know, your notes, whatever you need. And before we get to that, standing, I should have, yeah, wild standing. So we got wild standing. So what moves put you in crouch? You know, like, cause a few moves from Kazuya, they put you in crouch, right? So that's the whole idea here. Boom, you know what moves. You don't have to, go through it yourself. It's already there, but you're gonna retain it because you still gotta fill it in. You still gotta put in what buttons. You're looking at the commands. You still gotta put in what frames. So it's really making it a part of you. That's one of the things in music. Like, I can learn all of the chords in the world, right? But until I put it in songs, like, they're really not a part of me, right? So that's the whole idea with this. It's to give you a chance to make these moves a part of you, to make this character so that you remember it. Because, when we take him out on the road, and then really I'm doing this for defense. So when I fight against somebody who uses Paul, that's really when all of this stuff is should come in handy, right? Like, I'm expecting me to be able to fight a red rank, a purple rank. I want to fight a Tekken god who uses Paul, and I want to be able to beat him, right? So that's the whole idea. So that's that. And then one of my favorite parts here is my attack defense map. Let's zoom out. And we can raise it up. Yeah, there we go. Something like that. So here, and we don't need to, be all the way out, but here in the middle you put whatever the move is, right? So let's say it's just one. It's just a one jab, right? So here we got a one jab, and then down here we can put whatever, whatever the move is down here. And then here. So after you do your one jab, then you do this, right? After you do your one jab, you do this. After you do one jab, you do this. One jab, this, right? And you just keep doing that over and over until you can be fluid and you can be unpredictable, right? So this way, when you open up with that one jab, you'll be used to doing different things so that you can trick your opponent. He's expecting you to always do the one jab to the cheesy kick or whatever. I don't know, right? So you can do it that way. You can also write down your opponent's what cheesiness have I've been getting hit with from Paul, right, or from whoever, right? Eddie, what cheese are they really just throwing the extra cheese on me? So let's say I don't know all that they're doing, right, but I do know it's that one thing that they're doing, or one thing that I like. I can put that in the center, and then I can kind of build around it, right? So that's the whole thing. You can do that with attack or defense, and then so you get quite a few of these, and then you have your notes section and stuff like that. So that's that, guys. This is the first one. It went on for 2 hours. Thanks, man. I'm really trying, and I just, thanks for your support, man. Thanks for just being here with me. You didn't have to, but you did, so I thanks. I really just want to thank you for just hanging out and, just kind of giving me a chance to, like, throw a lot of these ideas out, because if it wasn't for you, I would have just been, I would definitely talk about the tournaments, because that was crazy, you feel me? So, I was going to talk about the tournaments, but I don't think it would have went as good as it went. So, alright. So yeah, man, thanks, man. I really appreciate you, and I can't wait for your next stream. If you're watching this, if you made it this far, if you made it this far on the repeat, definitely go to Esteban's page, Esteban _979, and subscribe. That's my dude. I love his streams. I watch him all the time, and he's a good person, and he's like just good with everybody, like everybody in his community. So not only am I promoting the Tekken God Prime workbooks, but I'm also promoting Esteban _979. So, you know, and there's everybody over there. They're just good guys. You know, I gotta give a shout out to Ill Will and Drummer. That's my other big homie. So Ill Will and Drummer and Shinobi, and you know, it's a whole bunch of cats there. So, you know, it's everybody is good. So pick this up if you want. I'm definitely gonna be tomorrow. We're gonna keep moving on. So we did this page, we'll do the next page, and you know, we'll just keep it going, and then really we gotta cement it in and really get it in there. You know, really get it in there, my friends. Ugh. So, all right. So yeah, that's that. Thanks for checking it out. And if you like it, subscribe. Go to TekkenGodPrime.com and get your check your frames. You know, so that's all free. Like, you know, I'm not charging, but I am doing a product. So be on the lookout. It's gonna be soon. So be on the lookout for that. And y'all just have a good night. Esteban, thank you, bro. Have a good night. And like I said, you know, can't wait to see you on your stream. You know, step away from Tekken for a little bit for me, even if I'm just not playing, if I'm watching you play, or you know, whatever. So that's that. We're ending. We're out. Reese's Pieces.